Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Elliandra and welcome to my gameplay video with the new Sims 4 game pack, Star Wars Journey to Batuu. I did not want to do a let's play because I don't think this pack is very good, but I wanted to show you guys some gameplay so you guys can get a better grasp of what this pack actually is and if you do actually want to buy it for it yourself. So in this video, we're going to be playing and getting max reputation with the Resistance faction. And this is just cut up pieces of me playing and me doing a voiceover on top. So we're not going to read everything that's going on here. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what's going on. And I've never done a video like this before, so I hope it's not a big mess. Oh, and obvious spoiler warning for the Resistance storyline. So to get to the new world of Batuu, you need to go on a vacation, and the game does not tell you that, and there was no lesson about Star Wars to find out what you have to do. So I think that is very confusing. And then the Star Wars world has 3 different sections. It has the First Order District, the Black Spire Outpost, and then the Resistance encampment. I recommend you go to the Black Spire Outpost first, but I decided to go to the Resistance encampment. I don't think that was a good idea, but that is where I went. And when you first arrive, you get this little screen telling you that you have different credits here, like different money, and you should check out your career panel for things to do. And you get this first little assignment, which is all in Black Spire Outpost. So you need to freshen up, order food, and plan your outfit, because you do have a different outfit when you come here, not your regular clothes. Well, I was here, I was not over there, so I actually end up getting a mission from the Resistance that overrides the starting mission, so I never completed it. But I was just checking around the camp, seeing what there actually is. Is there anything you can interact with, and not really. There's those little tents you can go in, but that is pretty much it. And then we have this character here that we saw in the trailer. This is called bb.moveobjects, and you're not really supposed to talk to her yet. You're supposed to talk to the other people, which I also didn't know, but I just asked her about their Resistance and about the First Order, stuff like that. So she told me that I should talk to the Resistance members, so the other people. And also, this is the outfit that you get when you come here, and this is how it works when you sit. How is it that buggy? It was definitely annoying me, so I changed her out of the outfit. But I moved on and talked to someone else at the camp. I chose Ignite the Spark, and then they gave me one of these missions, the first mission that I need to do, and I'm not going to read it all, but basically they wanted me to observe the First Order. So I'm just going to show you me doing the first thing. So you need to talk to First Order stormtroopers, analyze the TIE Echelon, and survey their supply crates. Don't know if I'm pronouncing things right, just ignore that. And then while you're here, there's nowhere to eat, there's nowhere to use the shower or go to the bathroom, so your sim will disappear if they need to go to the bathroom. But yeah, you can't get food anywhere. And then there's these random caves that you can explore, which don't really do anything. They give you different mootlets, depending on what happens inside. It's completely random. Don't bother with that. But anyways, I went to the Black Spire Outpost, and then I found 2 stormtroopers. I just talked to them, which completed that part of my first task here, first mission. And then I needed to find the TIE Echelon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but it is this huge spaceship. This is actually in the First Order District, so you just go over and analyze it. Your sim doesn't actually do anything. She kind of just stands there for a while, and then you complete it. Don't know what that was about, but make sure when you're here in the First Order District that you kind of keep in mind who's around you, because people might catch you doing these things, and that's not so great. But you're just supposed to go back and let the Resistance know what you found out. And it says you can report back to any Resistance member, but that does not include Vi or Rey. Just keep that in mind. I was very confused why I couldn't report back to Vi. I needed to report back to the person who gave me the first mission. But I did that. I completed my very first mission, and I got 200 credits and some reputation. So moving on a bit later, I'm supposed to acquire a data spike from a scoundrel contact. Again, I was so confused who this was supposed to be. It took me a while to find this person. They didn't arrive here until a while later, but they did have the red text above their name. I just didn't know that was gonna happen. And again, no like animation there. She just walked over and gave me information that I needed. And then this is a very basic thing you need to do. You need to hack into these panels and then use these items called data spikes to actually get like the information or whatever. And you need to actually have that in your inventory, so make sure you're always carrying those around because it totally messed me up so many times. But that one worked out. Again, make sure there's no stormtroopers around because they will catch you and they will ID you, so I'll show you guys that later. But currently I'm just level 1 with the resistance and I have a little bit of a negative reputation with the First Order. And then you need to find this big thing here. This is, I think we're in the First Order district still, and then this is like a specific control panel that does a lot of the things for the First Order, so you need to work with this one a lot. And then you go back and report to the Resistance like always. And yeah, you're still not supposed to talk to Vi, they're supposed to introduce you to her later, but I got some clothes and you get some new interactions, and I did get a data spike from doing that, so you can also buy them, but again, make sure you have them in your inventory. I'll show you more later. But once you are part of the Resistance, you can confront the First Order, maybe even before that, and it does not go very well. She's like yelling at her and then you get arrested. If you do this, they will fight you and then you can get arrested. I did manage to win one time, like this fight against the stormtrooper, and I just got a confident moodlet and I did not get arrested. But this time here, we're going to get arrested. We get dazed moodlet and we're going to be taken into a building and get questioned. So I thought that was kind of cool. You just disappear into this building for like an hour or something, and then you come back out with like another day's moodlet too. So yeah, don't go messing around with the First Order, especially if you're part of the Resistance. But this is like the jail that they take you into, and that is it. And then I'm doing some more missions for the Resistance. There's like loads of things you do. I don't really like the ones where you have to hack into the panels because that can fail, but here I am repairing the X-Wing, and then you can actually go on missions and fly the X-Wing before you're level 5 with the Resistance. So just choose those missions if you want to. They're pretty simple. You will fly off, which I thought was really, really cool, and then you'll get these like pop-ups. You can do different things. This depends on your rocket science skill. So my sim had like none, so I only had one option, but bad things can happen or you can complete it. I think I got some damage to the X-Wing, so they weren't happy about that. But apart from that, I did manage to complete the mission. It's okay, nothing that crazy. I found that one to be very like easy to do, but not too exciting. And then this is where I decided to get a droid. This costs you like 1,000 credits, so you need to have quite a lot. And then you can customize your droid, you can give them a name. I chose to get a BB unit, so you can also get the like one that looks like R2-D2, but I thought this one was really cute. And then I named it BB Gray because, you know, BB-8. I don't know. I that's what I went with. But I think the droid is cute. It can be quite annoying. It can definitely stop you from doing things. Like if you find your sim unable to go to sleep or to go to the bathroom, make sure the droid is not in follow mode because your sim won't be able to do any of those things. You have to either put in your inventory or I think you have to activate the wait protocol, because otherwise your sim will just be stuck there. And yeah, it definitely messed me up a few times, but the droid came in super, super handy. You definitely need one in order to like go into the cargo building of the First Order. And you can also talk with your droid and build up your friendship. And yeah, here I am using my droid to distract this stormtrooper who is standing right next to me as I hack into this panel, and they can't see me because my droid is there. So that's very, very useful. And here again, you can use your droid to do other things too, like analyze the panels, trying to find the right way to slice into them. I never managed to do that successfully, but that is an option. And then I activated this distract protocol way too late, so the stormtrooper actually did catch me hacking into this huge thing, whatever it's called. And this is when they ID you, so you can have fake IDs in your inventory, you can buy them, you get them as rewards, and I had one here luckily, so they check it and then they give you a thumbs up and you don't get in trouble. I'm not sure what happens if you do get in trouble. You probably get arrested, but here you can see I did it successfully. I moved my droid in position early enough, and even the second stormtrooper coming up gets distracted by my droid, so none of them caught me, and I was able to hack into this panel perfectly. And then this is the building for the First Order, their cargo building, so you have to do a lot of things here. I think here I was trying to hack into this like crate, a cargo crate. So again, using my droid to go outside next to the lieutenant, who by the way definitely reminds me of Mortimer Goth. He looks just like him. Maybe it's just the same hair and beard or something, but I was able to do that just fine. And I got, I think it was like a gun that she wanted, one of the scoundrel informants, and she gave me what I needed and told me to use it on any control panel in the First Order district, and then that way I would get the code for the door inside the cargo building. So this is when Kylo Ren shows up, and also Rey in the Resistance camp. You don't see them at the beginning of the game. They show up once you, I don't know, I think I'm level 2 or 3 for the Resistance faction. So this is the first time I saw Kylo Ren, and this is when I'm trying to test the code that I got on the door inside this building. So this is like the riskiest area to be in, because if they see you in here, they will ID you, they will arrest you, and this door is very, very difficult. I failed opening this door so many times, and every time you try to open it with a data spike, it uses the data spike from your inventory. So I was carrying around like 10 data spikes because it just kept breaking them. And then once you get through the door, you still need to use one on the holo table. So yeah, it was a disaster. It took me so many tries to finally get into the room, but this time I was just trying it out, and yep, I got caught yet again. This guy just came through the door and ID'd me, but you can see I'm currently lieutenant rank for the Resistance, and because of that, the First Order is hostile towards me, so they have very hostile interactions. And then here, I got a challenge and it said start by using our holo table at the Resistance encampment, and I was like, what? I have not seen a holo table here. Where? I was so confused. Like, this is so dumb and so ridiculous at the same time. Like, it's hilarious how I did not know there was a bunker here. I don't know how I missed it, but I looked around this place so many times and I did not see this huge bunker door. So there is actually a big lot here. It is underground. And I was like level 3 and I had no idea you can go in here as soon as you're level 2 with the Resistance. So that was so dumb on my part. I had no idea it existed. If they never told me to use the holo table, I don't know if I would have ever found out that this was down here, because the only reason you really want to go down here is to use the holo table. So this is the basement for the Resistance. This is like the main lot here. You don't really go down here, like I said, for anything other than the holo table. Both Vi and Rey hang out upstairs next to the X-Wing, the spaceship. So the holo table is useful for buying supplies. That's where you can buy data spikes and ID cards and other useful equipment for doing missions, and it's really cool. I do really like the look of this, but my droid kept walking through it, so that was kind of buggy. This is also where you can build up your programming skill, which is super important. That is what like decides how successful you are at hacking into the different panels and slicing into them and accessing the data. You need to have programming skills. So there's different options here you can choose, and it will just level up your programming skill while your sim is using the table. But here are some of the items that you can buy. There's like electro binoculars, and I think you can buy one of that. It's not a gun, but like the things like laser shooters, I don't know what they are, but you can use them later on in the mission. So I do recommend buying them. It gives you more options and a bigger success chance later. But yeah, that was the bunker. I did not know it was there. Did you guys know? Was I just really dumb? Anyways, at this point in the game, you get to meet Cora. You might recognize her from the trailer or from the box art. So this is the sim who was like the main person in the trailer, and she's like an informant for us or something. She's not part of any faction, but she wants us to talk to her and be careful because the First Order is always lurking around. And then she's gonna whisper in our ear and tell us some information because she's our informant, and she's really cool. I like that she was in the story. I was not expecting to see her. They just said look for someone with curly hair, and I was like, oh my god, is it gonna be her? And it totally was. So she said that the First Order is developing a plan that's going to be big trouble, and they could find out where we are hiding. So then next assignment I got was this one. This was one of my favorite ones because in this one, you needed to trick the First Order lieutenant to thinking that I'm part of the First Order and I needed to steal their uniform. This was hard. You could either fight for it, seduce for it, or bribe for the uniform. But since I was part of the resistance, all these like First Order officers were having really bad reactions to me and they just kept walking away from me. It was super hard. I tried to seduce this woman. She was not having any of it, and after trying with 5 different people and they all kept walking away, I just ended up bribing this officer right here and it worked. It cost me a lot of money, but I got my First Order outfit, whatever, and I put it on the uniform. It was actually really cool. I think this is like the coolest outfit in the game. Shame I'm not part of the First Order, but I thought my sim looked super cool in it. So that's when you can go and finally try to get into this room that we haven't been in yet. Again, my droid coming in extremely handy, distracting both the lieutenant, or is he a sergeant? I forgot. Anyway, maybe he's a sergeant, and then Kylo Ren, and I'm finally able to go into this room. There's usually someone in this room as well, so be careful. But we can hack into this table, get our data, whatever we needed. Maybe we were actually destroying some data, don't remember. And then you can also read Kylo Ren's holo diary on this table, which I thought was really funny, so I decided to do that as well, and I actually didn't get caught. Like, you can just press M and like teleport out of here to travel into the other parts of the world as soon as you're done and don't have to worry about getting caught. And then this is where I met Rey, and Rey has the icon above her head. She also has an accent, like a British accent, so she has a unique voice. And then I first started to learn how to use my lightsaber, did some sparring with Rey. I do really like this. I thought it was really cool. It uses your fitness skills, so I'm pretty crap here to start off with, but I currently have a blue lightsaber, which I think is really cool. You have to put them together yourself, but you get the parts as rewards. And then oh my goodness, this one was so cool. It said ask for Chewbacca's help, and I was like, wait, is Chewbacca in this pack? How did I not know he was in here? Because I would love to see Chewbacca. So he's inside this huge, forgot what this was called, but this huge spaceship, and we need to ask for his help to fly this mission. But this was so disappointing because you can't actually meet him. Like, well, you do, but you just get these little pop-ups. So he's gonna help us. We need to prepare for the mission. This is where you need the items. You don't need them, but they give you a lot more options on what to choose from when you're on the mission. And then you take the X-Wing, you fly the mission, both Vi and Chewbacca will come with you, but you don't get to see Chewbacca, you just get these stupid pop-ups. I was so excited to see him. I was like, oh my god, Resistance, Chewbacca, perfect. But no, he's not there. But when you do this mission, I'm not going to read through all of these, but a bunch of things will come up. It's like a full-on storyline, and then you choose what to do, and that changes the outcome of what's going to happen next. And if you have the different things, like here, I threw a thermal detonator, so that helped me because I had that in my inventory. And then I forgot what you were trying to do here, but you went there to get something, and I managed to complete the mission and get back safely. And there's these like splash arts or little art with Vi and Chewbacca and some stormtroopers in them. Kind of cool, but also kind of disappointing. I really wanted to meet Chewbacca for real, but we have returned and we have completed the mission. I don't think I've still met Rey. I'm not really sure. I feel like that's gonna come up soon. Well, I obviously have met her, but they haven't introduced me to her, so she just happens to be around. And here we go. I'm rank 5 sergeant with the Resistance, and this is where I get my yellow cyber crystal. So I am the highest rank and I am Resistance scum to the First Order, and now I can put together this yellow lightsaber. How pretty is that? I'm obsessed with that one. Actually, maybe I cut out the part about meeting Rey, but she appears way sooner than you're actually supposed to meet her. But when you are highest rank, you get to go explore with the X-Wing, so I had to try that out. Again, not that cool. Nothing happens. You might be able to choose something, but you just get different mootlets depending on what happens. Not exciting. I already got to fly this like way before. I don't know why this was locked to be a level 5 thing, but I did really like the yellow lightsaber. I think that's the only way to get it, so that was super cool. And then lastly, I thought we would check out some of the clothes that you can unlock from leveling up with the Resistance faction. I don't really like any of the clothes in this pack. I did think that uniform, the pilot uniform, was kind of cool. And then this is the latest one that I unlocked. And you also unlock 2 helmets that like, what's it called? The flying one, pilot one, and then this one. This one was kind of nice. I did decide to put it on her. And then the last thing I wanted to try was to see if I was able to get any missions from the First Order. Now that I was like this high with the resistance, and I wanted to see what happened if I confronted Kylo Ren. I didn't expect anything different to happen. I thought he would fight me, but something different does happen. I'm so happy that I decided to try this because he pulls out his epic freaking lightsaber and he uses the Force on us. Like, that actually scared me. I was not expecting that. That is freaky. She will run away, and it says she's now fears the dark side, and we survived his rage. And then this is what happens when you try to get a mission. There is nothing there. You can still get scoundrel missions because they're neutral, but you cannot get these missions. And then I noticed there were randomly just like these random Sims in the middle of this area with their hands in the air, like in front of the cargo building. Don't know what that's about, but I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, oh my goodness, I've talked non-stop for like 20 minutes, but that is it from my gameplay. I got level 5 max reputation with the resistance. It was fun, but it was also quite tedious and frustrating because I failed hacking into those control panels so many times, and leveling up your programming skill is not fast at all, and I was kind of trying to speedrun this, so it was a little bit frustrating, but I did really enjoy some of the missions. But I still don't think it's worth buying. I don't really see why you couldn't just go play some other Star Wars game instead of like Sims and Star Wars together. Anyways, that's all from this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or just enjoyed my rambling or whatever. Leave your comments down below about what you thought of what you saw in this video. And yeah, that's all from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!